Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I am so sorry that it's been so long since my last indie makeup releases. I have not been great at being consistent, and even Indie Makeup Spotlight has been a little sketchy recently. I'm so sorry about it. I'm trying to get back on the horse, but I thought today I would just go ahead and sit down, and I'm not going to talk about every release that's happened in like the last month or so. I just picked out the releases that stood out to me the most, and I figured we could chat about them. Hopefully this won't be too long, and it'll help me to be consistent again, because I've been a little overwhelmed by the amount of releases and things to talk about. So I'm just going to focus on what's the most interesting to me, what's tempting me, because there's definitely something tempting me that I'm like, I don't need it, but I want it, but I don't need it. If you are new here, my name is Amy, and I do a ton of content all focused on independently owned makeup brands. This series is specifically focusing on new releases from indie brands, and then normally if there's anything mainstream, I'll throw it in at the very end, because sometimes there's things I still want to talk about, which we do have something today that I actually did buy because I'm weak. So I'll talk about that at the very end, but this series is inspired by Neil Kanikvis and Samantha March. I have both of their channels linked down below. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so we'll just start off with Makeup Geek. They came out with two different releases that kind of grabbed my attention, but not enough for me to want to place an order and buy them. So first they came out with their eyeliners. I can't remember the official name, but there's a brown, a black, like a raspberry, burgundy type of shade, purple, green, there's a nude, a white. So there's a lot of shades going on here, and I feel like this makes sense for Makeup Geek. They're like slowly building up all their essential products again. And I'm a sucker for liner. I love a good colored eyeliner, but I feel like none of these colors are that unique. I feel like I pretty much have all of them in my collection already, so it's going to be a pass. And then they also came out with two new brushes, which I know I don't need, but they seem really nice. So there's a face buffer brush, which looks like a really nice kind of like dense, fluffy, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a brush from Real Techniques. It might have been called the Real Techniques buffing brush if I remember correctly. And then there's also a angled stippling brush, and they're both $16.49 each. The packaging is a little odd to me. Like, I feel like it's not that aesthetically pleasing, but the actual brushes look nice, so I was kind of intrigued, but I know I don't need it, and I already have a bunch of foundation brushes that I already love. In fact, I was kind of thinking it might be interesting to do a video. I know brush videos normally don't do as well, but I feel like there's been a lot of like iconic foundation brushes over the last like 10 years or so, and I was thinking it would be interesting to rank them all, because I'm a sucker and I've bought like all the foundation brushes that were hyped up. So if that sounds like something you'd like to see, just let me know, but I'm gonna pass on those brushes. Okay, so next we have a new palette from Rouge Labs. This is the new Baroque Gods and Monsters palette. It looks like it's available now, and if you can't tell from the names, and if you haven't seen the advertising / pictures they did on their Instagram, it seems like this palette is very Lana Del Rey inspired, which I think a few years ago would have definitely got me. I would have been like, oh my gosh, a Lana Del Rey inspired palette, absolutely must have it. But I don't really stan her the way that I used to. I'm just not drinking the Lana Kool-Aid anymore, so I know that doesn't really have to do with the color story, but it was just something that I was thinking about when I saw it. As far as the actual color story goes, I do think it's cute. It's like a mixture of pastel and grunge, which I like. I've never tried anything from Rouge Labs, so it's like slightly has my attention, but I don't know, not enough that I'm like, ooh, I absolutely must own this. Like, I really have been trying to buy less makeup, so I think it's cute, but I don't feel the urge to own it. And then we have a little sneak peek here from Adept Cosmetics, and these look so cute. This is from their upcoming Kodanne palette, and I mean, it looks like there's like a really beautiful, like sparkly, cool tone blue, and then there is a like yellowy green to pink shifting shadow as well. They both look beautiful. I love Adept. I love their formula, so I already know I'm 110% gonna buy the Kodanne palette. I'm hoping there's not too many matte shades, because I don't really like their mattes, but the shimmers are worth it to me, so I just wanted to share that little sneak peek. We also have a new release from Lethal Cosmetics, which I just thought I would throw in here. I actually already just posted a video of these, I think 2 or 3 days ago from the time that you're watching this video, but these are their new Glitch Multichrome Liquid Eyeshadows, and I was really excited when I saw these just because, for one, they are a lot more accessible for any of my viewers in Europe, because I get questions all the time like, what's your favorite multichrome from a European brand? And I don't know, there's just not as many options and I really don't have an answer. So I feel bad, but these, from what I've tried so far, from my first impression, I think the quality is really nice. So I'm happy that they're available. There's 4 different shades that are like darker, really shifty multichromes with a black base, and then there's 3 lighter shades, so definitely a cute line, and I love seeing Lethal just do new, interesting, keeping up with the times kind of things. Next, we have a little sneak peek, and I'm so excited about this. Definitely going to be purchasing. This is the new Menagerie Cosmetics collab palette, and they did a sneak peek of this like a year ago, and it's a butterfly inspired palette. It might have, I don't want to, maybe it was called Metamorphosis. I can't remember what it was called, but I knew it was butterfly themed, and they did a sneak peek about it. And then they came back, I don't know, a few months later and said that they were actually pushing it off because of the pandemic. They wanted their collaborator to have like their full moment, and they just didn't feel like it was the right time to launch the collab palette, which I totally understand. And it seems like now is the time, because they said that it's actually going to be launching on May 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm so excited. I don't have confirmation of who the collaborator is, but I feel like I'm like 99.9% sure my guess is correct. And if it is who I think it is, I'm going to be even that much more excited to purchase it. I just wanted to share with you guys that it is Menagerie Cosmetics times Anette from Annette's Makeup Corner. It came out after I'd already filmed the video. I love Annette. I'm so happy for her. Congratulations. It was my guess. I was right all along, which I feel pretty good about. So yeah, just want to share that with y'all real quick. We also have a sneak peek from Devinah, and they said that their Halo Moon collection is coming May 2021. So they have a new collection coming next month. Halo Moon sounds very interesting, very intriguing. So, you know, I love Devinah shadows. I cannot wait to see what that collection is going to be. We also have some new launches from Terra, and it says that these are launching April 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I believe that there's going to be 14 new shadows in total, but starting off, they have sneak peek that there's going to be some new extreme multichromes. We also sneak peek that they're coming out with new space metals, and it looks like there's like some taupey, platinum, silvery shades. All about it, all about it. That looks really, really pretty. So I could see picking those up. And the swatches look really pretty, and I don't know, I've been liking those kind of shadows more, so I'm excited, especially in Terra Moon's metallic formula, because it's really, really nice. And then let's see. We have a new palette here from Flawless Cosmetics, which I've never tried anything from them, but this picture really just grabbed my attention, and I believe that it's available now. It's called the Aurora palette. I love a good Northern Lights themed makeup product. I have some single shadow bundles that were themed around that. I have a palette. I'm pretty sure that's part of the theme for the Sydney Grace and Temptalia collab as well. So I'm about it. I feel like just the colors that naturally occur in the Northern Lights are so beautiful. It makes sense to be inspired by them, and this palette does look really pretty. I don't know if it necessarily appeals to me because there's so much blue, and then the deepest black is like a sparkly shadow. Again, I'm like, it's pretty, but I don't feel the urge to own it, okay? I have no further explanation other than that. We also have a new brand reveal because Desi Perkins came out with a skincare line, and it's called Desi Skin. I thought this was really cute because the first product is a vitamin C glow serum, and the name is Claro, which it's like a C, like vitamin C, but if it was spelled differently, it's like a pun because Claro means of course. So I thought that was really cute. That was the first thing that I noticed, but I am honestly so happy with my skincare routine using Curology right now that I just haven't felt any need to pick up any new skincare products or even use the stuff that I already have. So as of now, that's going to be a pass, but maybe like if they do like different like glowy oils or serums or something for the skin in the future, I could see picking something up and trying it, but as of right now, no. And then we've got some new bronzers. One is from Tower 28, and they did an expansion of their little bronzer line, so there's 3 new shades. I believe there's 1 lighter shade and then 2 new deeper shades, which I'm really glad to see because the 2 shades that were available before were like both very geared towards medium skin tones, and it was just a really bad shade range. So I'm glad that they've expanded. I was curious if you guys would want to see me try the lightest one of this because like a cream glowy kind of bronzer does appeal to me. I think it sounds kind of cute, and I haven't tried anything from Tower 28 other than their lip glosses. So yeah, I thought I would like put out feelers, like if you care about my opinion on the lightest shade. I believe Suncoast would be the one that I would purchase. Then feel free to let me know, or if you don't care at all. There's also a new bronzer, or it's not a bronzer technically. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's called the Radiance Boosting Face Palette by Goss. And the lightest one, I'm like looking at it and the shades look nice. Like the lighter bronzer shade looks really, really nice. The contour shade looks like a really nice undertone. But I don't feel the need to purchase it just because I have so many powder bronzers that I already love. So again, I'm like, ooh, it's cute. Maybe if there was a sale I could see picking it up, but as of right now, I don't feel the need for it. And then let's see. Okay, we'll finish off. We've got a few eyeshadow palettes. So one is the new Soleil La Plage palette from Viseart, which looks really, really cute. It's beach inspired, and I mean, I like warm tones and the pop of blue, and I feel like Viseart is finally doing something interesting. They've been doing some different really cute color stories, but for me, I feel like their shimmers are just a little bit lackluster. If you like more of a satin shimmer, this could be nice for you, but for me, it's just not enough, so it's not worth the price, especially if I'm only wanting to reach for the mattes, and it looks like there's 5 mattes in here, so it's really cute. In fact, I could see actually getting something like that for my mom because it's very neutral, but it has like the little pop of blue, and my mom loves a good pop of blue, and she also is obsessed with the beach, so I think that would be a really cute gift. Next is another product that is speaking to me, even though I know I don't need it. This is the new Maryjane palette from Belle Cosmetics, and this is just such a pretty neutral palette. I was considering picking this up on Sephora with the VIB sale because I could get 15% off, and if the formula isn't great, then I would be able to return it, which I rarely ever buy things with the intent to return them, but I just know that Melt's eyeshadow formula can be very, very hit or miss. So it's in my cart on Sephora, but I don't know that I'm gonna go through with it. And we've got one last release to talk about, which is something that I did buy, and I don't know, I'm just a sucker. So this is from BH Cosmetics. They just launched their remix collection. So they've got like an 80s remix, a 90s, and a 1000s remix, and there's 3 different palettes. So there's the 80s and the 90s are like very colorful, more like rainbow-esque palettes, but the thousands one, okay, I'm gonna leave a picture on screen. Is it not so cute? Like the cool tones, the like little pops of purple, there's like some silver, some periwinkle going on. Like I just think it looks really, really pretty. I really like the names in here as well because it just gives me like major throwback, like Don't Ya, Crazy in Love, Poker Face, Twerk, Hey Y'all. Like it feels nostalgic. And what really got me about this palette is I was on BH Cosmetics website. I was creeping. I was like, I kind of want it. And then I saw the inside. Do you see that? It says, "My shadows bring all the boys to the yard." So I bought it. I just thought it was too funny. I couldn't help it. I think the color story is really cute. BH Cosmetics normally has pretty good quality, so if you guys want to see a video when I get it in the mail, just let me know. I mean, it was like, I think I paid $20 after shipping and handling and everything, so I'm not mad about it at all. I just think it's a cute color story, and the cool tones I love, and the throwbacks and whatever. So yeah, I bought that. So those are all the new makeup releases that I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Bye.